All right, welcome to my road to 95. My name is Lachlan Fontaine. I'm an ex-professional third baseman and pitcher. Trying to make a comeback and play some men's league baseball this year. So this is basically just day one. I'm going to throw as hard as I can. I don't recommend it for anyone who hasn't on-ramped their arm properly, but for me, I'm not playing anymore, so I don't really care too much. Yeah, we're just going to see what we can get up to today, and hopefully by this spring, I'll be up to 95 again. See what we got. 87.9. Not bad. Let's see if we can get an 88 or an 89. I feel like that one was harder. That one felt pretty good. 86.7. Never mind. $87.3 there. Not bad. Let's get an 88. That one felt good. Come on, 88. Nothing. No read. Yeah, my energy is dissipating pretty quickly right now. 85.5. One more. This one's going to be as hard as I can. $87.8. Okay, so I just finished throwing off the mound. I got up to 87.9, which is pretty good for not having thrown a ball hard in almost 2 years. So now it's time to just do the recovery program. So I do the driveline program. I did it in 2021, and I got really good results from it. So I'm just going to stick with that and sort of slowly on-ramp my arm. And basically, over the next few months, I'm just building up the volume. My muscle memory from pitching is still there, but the muscles around my shoulder and everything isn't quite built up strong enough yet. So if I went to just straight into long toss and throwing off the mound a couple times a week, I would get injured, or something would happen where it would delay the process of on ramping. So we're gonna just start with the basics. Next few months is just gonna be building up that volume, getting ready for the velo phase in the spring, where I just go on the mound once a week and let it rip as hard as I can. And then I want to start this year, so I'm going to slowly build up the volume off the mound later in the spring. And then once I get into games, hopefully I'll be up around that 94, 95 mile an hour range again. I'm basically going to do the same program I did when I was training to be an actual pitcher in 2021. It's going to be a little bit different. I was doing it 6 days a week then. I have a full-time job now, so it's a little bit harder to train all the time. But I'm going to get as much in as I can, and hopefully I can build it up properly and we can get back up to 95. All right, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of hitting today. I need to slowly build my hitting back up. I haven't been a hitter since 2018. Midway through the season, I started becoming a full-time pitcher. I had a back injury in 2016 that kind of lingered on for the next couple of years. I played through it in 2016. Didn't hit very well, kept tweaking my back, had muscle spasms almost every pitch when I was at third base. Every time I'd get set for a ball, my back would spasm. At the end of the year, I ended up getting really bad sciatic nerve pain down my leg, and it resulted in getting a back surgery in March of 2017. So I haven't really hit consistently since 2018. Taking some swings here and there, but I want to actually get back into game shape and be able to hit without injuring my back again. So I'm going to slowly build up my volume with hitting as well, just like the pitching. And yeah, we're just going to get into some tee work today, nice and easy. And then my friend Taylor should be showing up. He plays professional baseball right now as well. And we'll do a little bit of front toss, maybe a little bit of overhand. And yeah, just get some good reps. Start just by eliminating my legs, eliminating the lower half. My tendency when I get in the cage is always to roll over the first couple. I mean, like most people, we kind of just get up there and automatically want to pull the ball. So what I'm trying to focus on here is eliminating the lower half and just using my hands to sort of stay towards that left center gap. Not trying to hit the crap out of it. I'm just trying to get some good results, keep it low with a moderate level of backspin. I don't want to spin it too high. Just going to try to hit some line drives here. Obviously, you guys won't be able to see the velo on this one, so I'll just read it out. That one was absolutely brutal. It was 81.8 miles an hour. I pretty much almost swung and missed at the ball. So let's try to get somewhere in the 90s here and just square one up. Nope. It was even worse. That was better. 92, right back up the middle. That's sort of what I'm going for here. I don't need to get into the upper 90s with these or even the mid 90s. It's more just let's get the barrel on the ball, get comfortable, getting some solid contact. That one was better too. 91.4. All right, I'm going to do a couple high tees away. I like to think about just kind of getting on top of the ball to start. I know some coaches and players out there are going to get mad for me saying get on top of the ball. It's a cue that helps me. I find that the language that we use for different individuals isn't always the same, but the result might be the same. So for me, I like to think about getting on top of the ball here and being just nice and short and quick to that ball and just having an efficient bat path to the ball, because once you face high velo, especially with movement, your barrel needs to be efficient to that ball. Any wasted movement is just going to be, it's going to make it really tough for us to hit the ball and just be inconsistent. So I'm just going to try to stick to hard line drives over that shortstop right now. Stand nice and tall, stay tall throughout the swing. That was brutal. Better. Still kind of leaking on the front side a little bit. I can feel like a bunch of pressure when I finish the swing, so I'm try to stay back a bit more on this one. All right, we got Taylor Wright here, ex-University of Maryland third baseman, current Ottawa Titan. He's also a utility player, played a little bit of outfield, a little bit of infield, and he pitched a little bit, and he's going to be a shortstop next year. So we're just going to go through some tee and some flips. And yeah, he's not going to hit today because he janked up his neck a little bit, but he'll be in the videos in the next couple months. Anything you want to say?
Not really. Let's just get into it and see what we film.
Sounds good. So what's our goal with this? I haven't done side toss in a long time.
So, I've never really coached anyone doing it, but
it's a good drill.
When I did it a ton when I was in junior college. My coach was big on it, and what I kind of took from it was just it's like a really nice way to visualize where you're making contact, like over the plate, because like this is kind of the butter zone, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, like the front edge of the plate and forwards, depending on where you stand and like where you stride to and shit. But no one really wants to be hitting a ball like back here.
No,
you know, so. Yeah, it just kind of helped me like visualize where I wanted to make contact and then just getting rhythm like to that spot.
Yeah. I think that's the one thing I see with a lot of kids. They have no idea where they're actually trying to make contact with the ball. So they'll put the tee on the ground with no plate, no reference to where they're actually standing, and then they'll have 10 bad swings and the ball's going everywhere. And it might not necessarily be their mechanics. It might just be the ball placement. So obviously where you're making contact is super important.
Yeah. I'm going to try and just flip them up to you and land them, like, not land them, but flip them up so that you can hit right over top of that ball, pretty much.
Yeah, maybe just leave that one for a reference. Ooh, a little out in front.
A little out in front.
A little under it, didn't read.
The machine's not really picking up the side toss.
No. I think it might be because you're there, but I don't care on this one. Oh.
That one was like half my toss, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was like high and away. It was like an up and away kind of change up.
That was better.
Yeah, you stayed behind it.
That was better. Just getting the timing. Yep. One more.
Okay, sweet. Oh, the old change up away.
One more.
All right. No. Let's take like a little break.
So you just have to get to that spot at some point in your load.
Yeah, I think the last time we were talking about it, it was like getting to that balance point like the Kershaw drill, but just from a regular stance. So feeling like I can balance back here for an extra second. Let's try that. Obviously super ahead of it, but at least I could keep myself in a position where I can stay back enough to hit it well up the middle instead of being out front and rolling over. That one I felt very on my front side. It was still hit hard, but that's that like difference between leaking and being out in front and hitting a top spin line drive or staying back and hitting a back spin line drive. We get one more.